Can you please introduce yourself to the audience?
Good afternoon, Francis. My name is Tosin Owonifari. I'm the CEO and the Director of T21 Services with head office in the UK and branches all around the world.
What is T21 Services?
T21 Services, we are an IT company and we offer more than 4 or 5 services. However, our key focus is the employability skills in training. In fact, as a matter of fact, we have helped training more than 300 people who have secured NHS jobs in different NHS trusts, and these jobs have offered some of them sponsorship. And I mean, these are not healthcare assistants jobs. There's nothing wrong with healthcare assistants job, but we are saying that these jobs are data jobs, that 9-to-5 jobs. Some of them are hybrid, some of them are contracts. In fact, as a matter of fact, you can end up to 250, 300 pounds on daily basis on contracts. And also on a permanent, you can end up to 3,000, depends on how hungry you are. And like I said, these opportunities are there. A lot of people didn't know about this because a lot of people that are just coming in the UK thinking that it's the only healthcare that is available, warehouse and the others. There's nothing wrong in doing all this job, I will say again, as a matter of fact, because we are in the 21st century and there's a lot of information out there. So we are more than happy to expose people, to let them know the opportunity that is out there, available for them.
So someone that is doing this job will be earning £250 a day?
Yes, on a contract basis, if you are being employed, because this training, a lot of people don't know about this. There is a lot of job in the NHS that is unknown to people, such as RTT validators, cancer pathways. This have to do with data. It's a cool job. This is you actually doing auditing using data. That's what this job is all about. And you can work remotely, depends on the NHS trust. It might be hybrid, you might even go to the office, but it's more or less like 9-to-5 jobs, to be honest. And you can do 2 jobs if it's on contract basis.
So you said it's RTT. For someone who is watching either in the UK or outside the UK, can you explain in layman language what is RTT?
So really, RTT is more or less like a referral to treatment. It's the journey of a pathway of a patient from where they've been referred from their GP or, consultant-led service to the main hospital. So really what we're going to be doing there is we are not a doctor, we are not a nurses, we just deal with data. So our unknown is to use data to be able to make an accurate information, to make sure that they have the correct data on the database to be able to make the right decisions. So this is all what we do. It's more or less like checking what the doctors and nurses has done and put on the system to make sure it reflects the actual outcome of what the journey of the patient has gone through. So we are more or less like, I'll call it DQ, data quality. That is what we do.
So it's referral to treatment.
That's right. So there's a lot of jobs that they call it pathway coordinator, RTT validators. Some NHS trusts can call it DQ, data qualities. So they call different kind of names, but this job is all the same.
If you're watching us from in the UK or outside the UK, we've got good news for you today. On this channel, we'll always bring you content that will make you to improve your life. You heard, you can earn up to £250 a day with the work that we're talking about. There are lots of opportunities in the UK. It doesn't have to be care or healthcare. There's nothing wrong in care, but we're just giving you this information so that you know the opportunities that are out there. Subscribe to this channel, share this content with your family and friends, and leave your comment in the comment section. So, Tosin, this training we're talking about now, for someone who is interested, how long does it take?
It's going to take within 4 to 6 weeks. And this training is just going to be maybe 3 times in a week, for example, Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And it's just 2 hours because we understand that a lot of our students are adults. They have bills to pay, they have families to deal with, so we accommodate everyone. So if you are working at night, we might run the training for you in the morning. If your day job is 9 to 5, we might be able to run it for you from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. So in order to be able to accommodate everyone. And as a matter of fact, trust me, as long as you can operate your phone, this training is for you.
So it sounds like this is data similar to like data analyst training.
Yes, it is, but this does not involve any kind of coding. So I will call it not coding at all. So what we are just doing is a bit of terminology in the NHS, how the NHS work, the structure, because these are the people behind the door, the backbone of the NHS. And I'm sure that some people have not even heard about this before. They don't know what RTT is. They don't know what pathway coordinator is. And these are the kind of jobs that they do to make sure that they have accurate data, accurate informations. And there's something we call PTA, which is patient tracking list. So every patient that comes to the NHS is being tracked by these guys to make sure we have all the information on the system accurately.
I have lived in the UK for more than 22 years, and I worked in the NHS many years ago. And I only found out about this training recently through the person that referred me to you. So if I didn't know, after 22 years, a lot of people will know. And I've worked in the NHS. I still work in public service. So I don't blame anybody that doesn't. That is why we always believe that information is the key in life. With information, you can achieve anything in life. I can see a lot of questions about how can they enroll. We'll come to that. Just be patient. Keep leaving your comment in the comment section. Share this content with your family and friend. Today, we're bringing you a good news that could transform your life. So this training, you said, is between 6 to 4 weeks. Between 4 to 6 weeks.
Yeah, 4 to 6 weeks.
Okay. So how did you started this training, and when did you started this? How did you get into this, and what was your journey? When did you were not born in the UK?
No.
Where are you from originally?
Well, originally I'm from Nigeria.
Okay. And when did you move to the UK?
I came into the UK in 2008.
Okay. And what was your journey towards setting up T22?
So before setting up the company itself, I worked in the NHS more than a decade in different job roles. So I've worked as a software tester, I've worked as a DQ, data analyst, and all the kind of project management within the NHS as a contractor. So while moving around the different NHS trusts within the country and the RTT also, we are part of the people that tested the system called Sena Millennium. When it first started in Imperial College in London. So this is how I even stumbled into this thing. So all what they are doing is just there's a law in the UK to make sure that any patient that has been referred from the consultant-led service or GP is seen and treated within 18 weeks. But guess what? Reverse is the case because there's a lot of error everywhere. Maybe from the GP, the patient get lost, appointment was not booked, wrong letter was sent in, they didn't put properly on the system. So they now established a law called the 18 weeks pathway. So this 18 weeks pathway is what the RTT guys deal with. They make sure they, check every step of the ways to make sure that all the informations are accurate, are correct. Anyone that is not correct, we flag it up to the right appropriate systems, and they deal with it to make sure that the patients have correct information, they get the adequate treatment that they're supposed to get in time, in line with what the NHS policy says.
Right. So 18 weeks, the patient have to be seen.
Have to be seen. Yes, that's the law.
Okay. Okay.
If it is clinically appropriate.
Okay. Okay. So you came into the UK 2008. And you've worked in the UK, you worked in, did you say you worked as a security before you stumbled onto T21?
Of course, Francis, I've done different kind of job. I've worked as a kitchen porter, I work as a security guard, I work as an healthcare assistant. I've done it all before I started working in the NHS as a software. In fact, I take a short course like this. This is how, I get into the NHS. And here we are today. I don't longer work, at least I think I've stopped working now for the past 3-4 years and focusly on this business only because it's really impacting life. A lot of people, we are exposing them to it. A lot of people have got sponsorship via these ones. They've got jobs and they are happy. And in fact, we've got students that started just finishing this training and go on to be on band 5 in the NHS Trust. And this is how they keep growing. And in fact, we even have students that finish with us that work in the Home Office. So here in the UK, in fact, I think I have more than 10 students working in the Home Office in Liverpool Centre.
You heard it right. So if you are one of those who are currently in the UK, especially you're still unsure about what pathway, what opportunities are out there for yourself, you can see Tosin is a shining example of one of the narrative you don't hear so often about immigrant, the way immigrants are being portrayed. this brother came from Nigeria, he's done security, and he's been able to work his way to the point where he's now and is a shining example. So if you are looking for a pathway to improve your life chance, you've got the information that you need from this brother today. So Tosin, 18, this course is between between 4 to 6 weeks.
4 to 6 weeks, that's right.
Okay, so how can people enroll, and what exactly would they be learning when they start the course?
So the course is being divided into 2 parts. So the first part is just the theoretical part of it, where we're going to be teaching them some terminology. So guys, don't be scared. This is not about coding. This is not about Java. This is not about Python. No any programming language. We are not talking about React or PHP here. We are just talking about a few codes in the NHS, like 10. What does 10 mean? Meaning that when they refer you from, consultant-led service. 20, when they send you for diagnostic text. 30, when you have your first treatment. This is just a few codes you're going to be, taught on the theoretical part of it. Also, what makes this thing more, employability in the NHS, why they're taking all this and why the people are able to have a success story, is because we have built a software that actually mirror the one that they use in the NHS. So this is a practical hands-on, meaning that you already start doing what you'll be doing in your work environment right here with us. So it's going to be divided into 2, the theoretical and the practical part. But the practical part is the hands-on. You're going to be exposed to the system that they use in the NHS. You're going to be exposed to data, patient data. Of course, these patient data are not real data. To be honest, so it's just for the training purpose, but just as if you will be in the work environment and you see how the workflow. So you already start working, and by the time you get to that interview, you're going to blast it, because there's no any question they want to ask you that is going to go beyond what we've taught you, but in the theory and the practical class.
So I've got a lot of questions here. Guys, keep your questions coming. I will ask Tosin all the questions, but one of the questions someone just asked is, would someone who hasn't done science, would they be affected, or is this meant for people with technical skills? I know the answer, but I'll let you answer.
Absolutely not. The simple answer to this, as long as you can operate your phone, meaning you can send text message, you can receive them, you can go on your WhatsApp, you can go on your Instagram or your YouTube, you are more than happy. All what I want, for you to do this is you need a computer, internet connection, Microsoft Word and Microsoft Excel on it. That's all. So it doesn't mean that you have to be from a science background, or in fact, you don't have to. It doesn't mean that BSc. In fact, if you go and look at the job description on the NHS of this, guys, all what they're asking for is someone that has 4 GCSE. Can you imagine?
We've got a question here. 2 questions I want to take. One is from Oluwole. He's saying, is someone planning to relocate to the United States? Can they do this course? And the second one is, can someone above 50, do they stand a chance?
Of course, this have no age cap at all. There's no any age limit in this course. And also, in fact, the person that said about America, I'm more than happy to tell you that we've trained a student here in the UK from London, to be specific, and they have actually taken this course and they actually start working with the NHS, and they apply for some roles in the United States and they get the job, and they have actually moved to the US with this kind of job. And as a matter of fact, it's being paid like $130,000 US. So they pay more than you get.
I'm not surprised, because I used to live in the US, and with healthcare in the US being privately owned, there are a lot of opportunities in the US in this field when it comes to information, integrating IT into healthcare in America. I think America is ahead of the UK in that regard. So we've got a question here asking, can someone enroll from Nigeria? And before I ask you that question, I know you were saying that, yes, Dixon, you will be doing remote job. There is the opportunity for you to do remote job. But you were saying to me before that you are T21 is expanding to outside the UK. Can you share more light into that, please?
So yes, we are actually we have a branch in Nigeria. We have in Lagos. We also have in Ekiti State, and we have in Abuja, and we have one in Ghana as well. So we actually recently we are part of the contractors that took on the 3MTT, which is the 3 million talent training in Nigeria, to train 3 million youths. in years to come. And we've started this, and we are one of the people that won that contract, and we have started since January. And in fact, my student from Ekiti State are the one that just won the best. That was yesterday. They win the best students for the whole Federal Republic of Nigeria for Ekiti State and the interstate these that they did. So also, yes, we are in Nigeria already. We're training the youths, we are empowering, and with the help of the federal government and NICDA. So there's a lot of opportunities, and they've partnered also with some other organization outside the country to place these students that we're going to be training into work placements in order to make them good job.
If you haven't considered subscribing to this channel, I urge you to subscribe. Our goal is to give you the information that will enable you to live your best life. I always say information is the difference between poverty and wealth. Don't take it for granted. Share this content with your family and friends. Make sure you leave your comment in the comment section and give this video a like so that we can get it across to as many people as possible. So Tosin, so we've talked about how long this course takes, and you've told us that this course has already been you're moving it outside Nigeria. You're in Nigeria, you're in Ghana, which is very good. So for someone who is in the UK right now, who is unsure about which way to go and they want to start this training, when can they start this training? When is the next training cohort starting?
In fact, we are starting the next training cohort on the 3rd of June, which is going to be next week. So the introduction class is always free. So meaning that we just want you to come and have a feeling of what we're talking about. A trial will convince you. So the product itself is selling itself. We don't have to. So once you come in, you come and see what we are doing. It means that there are thousands of jobs about this every week on NHS. So we're going to show you the practical example, and we're going to let you go and do the research yourself. So, and you come back to us and say, actually, this is true. We didn't know that this actually exists in the UK.
So you've heard from Tosin, the training, you can come and have a taster, as we say in the UK, where you come and try the training to get more information, and from there, you will decide. Like he said, there's a long waiting list because this training is the future. You're actually securing the future. This is not a job that is going to be obsolete tomorrow. So this is an investment that will stand the test of time. So Tosin, before we wrap this up, is there anything that you would like to add for anybody who's unsure, who's undecided? Is there anything you'd like to add to the good news that you've come to share with us today?
Well, to be honest, you just have to come on board, come and try. There's no harm in trying. Have a look at what we are talking about, and if you think it's something that you would love to go for, which I'm 100% sure by the time you come to the taster class, a trial will convince you. You will see. And also, if you visit our YouTube channel, you can see a lot of testimony. A lot of people are from different backgrounds. You don't have to be from IT or science background. Like I said earlier, as long as you can operate a phone, you can send message on your WhatsApp. This program is for you.
What is the name of your YouTube channel?
Our YouTube channel is T21 Services. If you put T21 Services there, it will come up.
Guys, if you want to hear more about this program and this company, all you need to do is just type T21 Service in YouTube search bar. It will take you to the page. And I will also leave Tosin's email in the description section. So if you want to reach him, you can reach him via the email. For those of you that keep asking me where is the description section, where you see urgent update, if you stroll to the bottom, that is where the description section is, and you'll be able to get Tosin's contact. Share this content with anyone that you know will benefit. Give this video a like. Make sure you subscribe to this channel because you can see that we're changing lives. That is why this channel is growing rapidly. Our goal is to make sure that we give everyone the information because nobody deserves to go to their grave poor. Tosin, it's been a pleasure having you in the house today. Thank you so much for coming to speak to us, and I'm sure we'll see more of you guys. That's the end of the podcast this afternoon. Make sure you share this video with your family and friends. Don't forget to subscribe. Leave your comment in the comment section and give it a like. Thank you.